Hi, everybody. So now that we've got Valentine's Day over with, it is the countdown to St. Patrick's Day, hence the green eyeshadow. That's going to kind of be a theme for the next 3 weeks or so, so get ready. Yeah, we are getting dangerously close to March, and I have yet to work on my taxes. So, there's that. Probably because I'm just avoiding it at this point. Not probably, it's because I am avoiding it at this point. The boss is happily napping away. She is slightly gassy though, so I swear if you hear something, it's not me. Oh, and you might hear my laundry going. I am trying to multitask while I am doing my recording today. So lots of noisy things going on. Farting chihuahuas. We've got laundry. And then me just yabbering about. But none of that really matters because we need to talk about what's happening this week. It is time for what's happening this week. I know we're talking midweek, but I haven't been feeling great lately. And I feel like it's showing in my skin too. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure things out. But I'm forging ahead because that's just what you do. Now, before I jump into what's happening this week, I always give my disclaimer. I am not omnipotent. I don't know everything that's going on around the world. I just pick up on little snippets that I hear about and read about, and I put them on my calendar. So if there's something that's going on this week that you absolutely love, please don't get mad. Remember, we're trying to keep a nice, calm, and happy 2024. Just contact me. You can either comment below, or I'll give you some other ways to do it at the end of this video. Now, before we jump right into the content, if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Gretchen, the Tipsy Travel Gal. I am a licensed esthetician and a travel agent, and it is my goal to eat, drink, and spa my way around the world. Of course, I want to bring you with me, show you some really cool things to do, some beautiful things to see, as well as delicious things to eat and drink. Hopefully that's going to encourage you to travel on your own, whether that be international or domestic. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, please subscribe to my channel because there's a lot more content like this to come. Also, I'm going to include the link in the description for my GoFundMe. If you want to check that out, that would be great. And if you have a couple extra dollars, I know money is tight for everyone, I would truly, truly appreciate it. But let's get on to what's happening this week. A lot of really unique things going on, so let's just dive right into it. Our first stop is India. The Desert Festival of Jaisalmer starts on the 22nd and runs through the 24th. Jaisalmer is in the Indian state of Rajasthan, which is nestled into the desert. This festival got started and has been passed down generation by generation. So how did the festival get started? So it all got started with Lord Krishna. He had a vision that a future leader would come out of the Yadav community and would establish a kingdom in Rajasthan. Centuries later, in 1196, Rawal Jaiswal, who was of Yadav descent, founded Jaisalmer. Of course, the celebration of this event was met with events and festivities, and then the people found out about the ancient prediction, and it became a yearly tradition. This festival is a colorful mix of culture, art, music, dance, food, and it highlights the Rajasthan culture. The entertainment is, of course, traditional dances, Bollywood singers, but there's also a bunch of really fun things that go on in this carnival. Things like camel polo, turpentine competitions, and personally, what I would like to be a judge for, the prestigious title of the longest mustache. There are also other group competitions like tug of war, and there is plenty of gastronomy that goes on at this festival. Something else that's really interesting about Jaisalmer, it is an astrotourism mecca. If you're into astronomy and stargazing, head to Jaisalmer because there you can see the Milky Way with the naked eye. Along with all of this is shopping. There are plenty of excursions to take from Jaisalmer. Things like camel and jeep safaris, dune biking, and any one of the many cultural sites that are in this town. Getting there could be a challenge. There is no airport, and it is in the middle of a desert. So there's a train station nearby, but if you are planning on going to this lovely town, whether it be for this festival or not, I would 100% consult a travel agent and find out what you need to do and what's the easiest and best way to get there. Polar opposite from the desert, we're going to head up to Anchorage, Alaska. The Rondy Carnival begins on the 23rd and runs all the way through March the 3rd. Now, I originally thought that this was the carnival leading up to the Iditarod, but it actually just happens to coincide with it. It is not related to the Iditarod at all, but it does run up to the Iditarod. The Iditarod starts, I believe, March 2nd. The Rondy Carnival started in 1936. Vern Johnson decided he wanted to have a festival that coincided with the mining operations taking a break, the fur trappers coming to town with their goods, and he also wanted to get people out and about during the rough winters because, it's winter in Alaska. It's not necessarily pleasant. Now, it started off as a 3-day sports tournament, but now it has blossomed into this 12-day festival with all of these amazing things. Now, they still have the sports piece to it. And, of course, there is the fur auction. But they have other things like the blanket toss, which is a Native American tradition. There is a World Championship dog sled race, not the Iditarod, but there is a separate World Championship race for it. Then you have the traditional carnival, there are plenty of parades, and then we start to get into some really fun stuff like outhouse races. Yeah, you heard me. Outhouse races. Snowshoe softball. Running of the reindeer, which is a more mellow version of running with the bulls. Ice bowling. Polka-palooza. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been in Canada in February, and I actually enjoy winter, but I can't think of any place that I don't want to be, like more north of where I'm at in North America. However, this sounds like an absolute blast. I would 100% be there for the outhouse races, the snowshoe softball, the running of the reindeer. I would not participate in any of that because I can guarantee you it would end up with me breaking something on my body. But I want to be there to cheer on the participants 100%. Now, out of all the events, only 8 had ticketing, and the ticketing was relatively, inexpensive. Like, for example, if you want to partake in the Frostbite foot race, it's $10. I'll let you look that one up. The most expensive was, of course, if you wanted to put your hockey team in the hockey tournament, that was going to cost $650, but everything else is incredibly reasonable. So if you want to have some unique winter fun, head on up to Anchorage and go to the Fur Rondy Festival. Next and final stop for the next 2 events are taking us to Taiwan. We're going to start at the Yanshui Beehive Rocket Festival, known as Taiwan's most dangerous festival. Now, it's known by many names. The locals call it Yanshui Fang Pao, which stands for Yanshui Bee Cannons. This festival has been going on for 150 years, and it was originally started to drive away the plague, which was actually a cholera outbreak. Also, it's kind of closing out the Chinese New Year. So they believe that setting off fireworks brings in wealth and prosperity, as well as chasing away the bad spirits, which, would help to bring in the wealth and prosperity. Makes sense. You're probably thinking to yourself, okay, you've given us all the details, but you haven't told us why it's Taiwan's most dangerous festival. That's because when they shoot off these rockets, they're not shooting them into the air. Nay. They're shooting them into the crowd. They fire a barrage of bottle rockets into the crowd. I'm going to let you enjoy part of this video that comes from the Spiritual Travels website. Enjoy these few moments of that. To participate in this, you actually need a special helmet, you need goggles, you need clothes, you need gloves, because they are firing bottle rockets at you, which can hurt you. I mean, I know what you're thinking, bottle rockets? Really? It's not like they're tossing M80s at you, but bottle rockets can actually create quite a bit of damage. So you have to read the rules and get the correct gear to be able to participate in this. I'm going to guess that you probably need to sign a waiver of some sort as well. Now, the logistics to get there, it's quite far away from Taipei, which is where the international airport is at. So you will have to find your way from Taipei to the south of Taiwan. Again, highly would recommend going through a travel agent because a travel agent, such as myself, will be able to help you get there. This is going to probably be a +2 trip. There aren't direct flights that go to Taiwan. So remember, you're crossing over the international date line. So that increases a day. You probably will be in transit for somewhere around 24 hours. So trust me, it's a lot easier to have somebody help you get that, as well as help you find your way from Taipei to Yanshui. Now, believe it or not, this festival is actually paired with the next festival and the final event that's starting this week, because they say that the fireworks are to the south and the lanterns are to the north. We're going to go to the Pingxi Sky Lantern Festival. This festival is for a single day on the 24th. That's in the Pingxi district of New Taipei City, which is just outside Taipei. This is one of Fordor's 15 must-see festivals before you die. As I said, New Taipei City is just outside of Taipei, so much closer to transportation. It is held on the last day of Chinese New Year. And if you don't know what the sky lanterns are, they're like mini hot air balloons. They symbolize peace, hope, prosperity, new beginnings. And most people use them to honor deceased family. What you do is you get these beautiful lanterns, and then you write your hopes and dreams and wishes, and then you send them into the sky. They're usually red because that is the color of Chinese New Year. And anybody can participate. You can buy them from vendors on the streets. They will give you materials to help you write your messages on them, and then give you the tools to light them and send them into the sky. So obviously this is a huge event, and New Taipei City gets incredibly crowded. So I would recommend staying in Taipei because there are a lot more choices. It won't be nearly as crowded. I believe New Taipei City is only like 20 minutes from there, so you will be able to take public transportation. Again, probably a good idea to talk to a travel agent to help you get there and find out what kind of passport and visa requirements you are going to need before you go. And that's it for what's happening this week. I will tell you that every single event that's happening this week, I so desperately want to go to. And if I could figure out, I probably could do the Jaisalmer Desert Festival as well as Taiwan, because once I'm in one place, it won't be such a long journey to get to another one. That being said, I have to get to the Rondy Festival as well. Although now that I'm thinking about it, that runs all the way through March 3rd. Could I coordinate this? I don't know. Do you want me to coordinate it? If you do, comment below. I'll see what I can figure out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Again, if I've forgotten something or you want to add something to my list, you can comment below. And if it's still going on next week, I'll try to get to it. If not, I will put it on my list for next week. If you don't want to comment below, you can reach me on social media. I am Tipsy Travel Gal on all of the major platforms. Also, if you go to tipsytravelgal.com, all one word, no dashes or anything in between. If you look at the top menu and you go to the Contact Me link, that will take you to a page that will allow you to send me an email. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a great week and it continues. And until the next time, bye.